We're talking connective tissue, muscle tissue. Building connective tissue, in my opinion, is probably the single most important, or at least one of the most important things that you could do to reverse or prevent the aging process and to help strengthen the body and to reverse and prevent degenerative diseases as well as autoimmune diseases. This is where most autoimmune disease takes place. It takes place in the connective tissue, most of it. I mean, even if it's not taking place in the connective tissue directly, there's usually some kind of connective tissue involvement because the connective tissue is involved with detoxification, it's involved with nourishment, and it's involved with oxygenation of the entire body, head to toe. So how do you build connective tissue? Well, yesterday we talked about exercise. Weight-bearing exercise. This is very important. In fact, any kind of regular contraction and relaxation of muscles can activate the building of connective tissue. Yesterday we talked about turkey neck, and we said that turkey neck, that swinging thing that happens on your neck as you get older, not everybody gets it, but it's kind of a strange phenomenon. Looks like a little turkey. Most of you guys know what I'm talking about. This is basically a connective tissue problem. Connective tissue breaks down and the skin hangs. Relaxing and contracting the neck muscles can really help. Do a Google search on YouTube or a YouTube search for exercises for turkey neck or yoga exercises for turkey neck, and you're going to get some good videos. All of these involve pulling, contracting, and relaxing the muscles that are around the neck and that are connected to the face. Kind of pull and contract, pull and contract. If you move your mouth upwards and kind of put your hands on your neck area, you'll feel how the muscles go up and down. If you keep doing that, if you do it a long time, contract it for a couple seconds and then relax it, contract and relax, you can help build the muscles and help prevent the formation of this unpleasant cosmetic superficial problem. It's not a health issue, but it's unpleasant from a cosmetic standpoint. When you understand the relationship between muscle tissue and connective tissue, you never have to be bored when you're waiting in line ever again, or you never have to be bored in rush hour traffic ever again. You can turn your car or you can turn the line at the bank into a great opportunity to do a workout. For example, you could do a great butt tightening workout by contracting and relaxing your gluteus maximus muscles, your butt muscles. You squeeze your butt tight and then relax it. Squeeze your butt tight and relax it. What you're doing is you're going to be building the muscle, and via these contractions and relaxations, you'll be building connective tissue and muscle tissue just as effectively as you would if you went to the gym or if you had a trainer. While you're sitting there in rush hour traffic, you can do it. Or while you're waiting in line anywhere, you could do it as well. And this is where understanding how the body is constructed and how it's put together can really, really help us. Everybody wants to have a nice, tight butt. People spend a lot of money. You spend a lot of money at the gym, spend a lot of money with a trainer, but you don't need to. You could just contract and relax your glute muscles, and the connective tissue and muscle tissue will respond. And then nutrition is obviously important for building connective tissue. Protein, essential fatty acids, amino acids like cysteine, which we'll be talking about here in a couple of days, or talking about for the next couple of days. Glutamine, which we've talked about for a couple of weeks. Glutamine, cysteine, protein, arginine, all of these can provide raw material for building connective tissue. The ingredients in Longevity's glucogel caps can be really helpful for building all connective tissue. People take it for arthritis. Well, connective tissue, joints and cartilage are connective tissue. Arthritis is a connective tissue disease. Why does glucosamine help it? It's a raw material for connective tissue. But it's not just a raw material for connective tissue in the joints. So if you take glucogel for your arthritis, you're going to get the raw materials to keep your connective tissue strong in your neck or in your butt or in your blood vessels or in your skin as well. This is where understanding how the body is constructed is so important. Glucogel caps will benefit you for anti-aging on your face. It will help you with your blood vessels. It'll help you with your connective tissue in your glutes. It'll help you with your connective tissue throughout your body. And, of course, it'll help you for arthritis as well. All right, what else here? Eating. Eating is a great way to provide the raw material. Eating connective tissue is a great way to provide you with the basic building blocks, the raw material for building connective tissue. Eating connective tissue can be accomplished through bone soup. That's one of bone soup's great advantages. You're eating connective tissue. Bones are a type of connective tissue. The knobby stuff on the top of bones, the cartilage stuff on the top of bones, that's connective tissue. When we eat connective tissue, the raw materials for that connective tissue from the chicken or from the turkey or from the fish or from the meat get broken down into our body and provide us with raw materials for building our connective tissue. And then there's vitamin C, which is like a secret code, a trigger, or a fuse for activating the production of connective tissue. Scurvy, which everybody knows is the disease that's caused by vitamin C deficiency, is a connective tissue disease. It's when the connective tissue breaks down and we fall apart. Scurvy is probably one of the most horrible diseases that you could ever have. We don't have a lot of full-blown cases of scurvy because everybody's getting at least reasonably, at least a little bit of vitamin C. But if you took all the vitamin C out of your diet, your connective tissue would dissolve and you'd fall apart. And it's about the most horrible disease that you can think of. Now, even though there's not a lot of scurvy around, there may be subclinical scurvy. That is a type of scurvy that's not bad enough where you hemorrhage to death or you die, but maybe it's bad enough that you don't make enough connective tissue or you don't replace the connective tissue that's broken down. Maybe arthritis is a form of subclinical scurvy. Maybe aneurysms when blood vessels burst. Maybe that's a form of subclinical scurvy. Maybe just weak blood vessels are a form of subclinical scurvy. Maybe even wrinkles are a form of subclinical scurvy. Meaning, make sure you're getting enough vitamin C and not the ridiculous deprivation allowance, RDA levels of vitamin C, 60 milligrams a day. Are you kidding me? 60 milligrams a day, that's the amount of vitamin C that would be, that's like 1/10 of a teaspoonful of vitamin C powder. That's nothing. You need at least a gram of vitamin C a day, and you probably want to take 5 to 10 grams of vitamin C a day. And by the way, that's one of the neatest things about the Beyond Tangy Tangerine is the fact that it's loaded with vitamin C as well as the B complex, which are water soluble. It's a very important point about vitamin C and the B complex for that matter is the fact that if you're one of those people who doesn't supplement, chances are pretty darn good that every time you go to the bathroom, every time you urinate, you're losing vitamin C. Every time you urinate, you're reducing your vitamin C content in your body significantly enough that you could be running higher risk for degenerative disease. You've got to replace the water-soluble nutrients, especially vitamin C, and especially if you're dealing with connective tissue health issues, especially if you want to have beautiful skin, by the way. Nothing is more important for keeping your skin healthy and beautiful and anti-aged and youthful and wrinkle-free than working on the skin connective tissue. Youthful skin is largely about connective tissue for that matter. And when we stimulate the skin, and there's a lot of ways to stimulate the skin, exercise the skin, if you will, we can prevent wrinkles, crow's feet, and all the other visible signs of aging. There's topical strategies for exercising the skin matrix, for exercising the connective tissue. It's not quite the same as regular exercise, but there are ways that you can literally, in effect, exercise the connective tissue using topical skincare strategies. And I'll tell you what I mean as we continue our discussion on building connective tissue for anti-aging. You're listening to The Brightside. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're coming back with your phone calls and more good health information. Don't go away.
Did you know that organic sulfur can cleanse and defend your body against the poisons we're exposed to each day? Organic sulfur crystals from sulfurdefense.com help by forcing oxygen and nutrition into your cells while eliminating heavy metals, contaminants, and damaging radiation. Defend yourself and family from toxic assault with one of the most critical and essential minerals available today. Order online at sulfurdefense.com. That's sulfurdefense.com or call 800-593-6273.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. If you'd like to listen to GCN programs on the go, I have great news. GCN has created a Droid and iPhone application, and it's free. Just as easy as going to GCNlive.com, click on the banner, and download. Before you know it, you'll be listening to your favorite hard-hitting GCN shows, live or on demand, right on your Droid or iPhone, 24/7 and on the go. So download the Droid and iPhone app free by clicking on the banner at GCNlive.com. Thanks again for listening to GCNlive.com. Again, that's GCNlive.com.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right. General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for under $30,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet under $30,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Take delivery in spring. 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
It's time for a home security quiz. What effective home security device is smaller than a coffee cup, fakes out burglars into thinking someone is home at your house while you're away, plugs into any wall outlet, is recommended by many police departments, and sells for less than $30? Yes, it's Fake TV. This year, about 1 in every 50 U.S. homes will have a break-in, with burglars usually picking the easy target, a dark house that looks like no one is home. Fake TV is a small electronic security device that makes it look like someone is home watching TV by simulating the light from a real TV. Fake TV could be the difference between coming home to a secure house or one that's been ransacked. To get your Fake TV for only $29.95 with free shipping, go to faketv.com or call 1-877-5-FAKE-TV. That's 877-532-5388, or go to faketv.com. Fake TV, the burglar deterrent.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GCN.
We are back on the Brightside. Pharmacist Ben here. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific, 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on the archive page at brightsideben.com. You'll find a shopping cart up there, as well as a Join the Team link that you can click on if you want to start a longevity business. Join me in my mission to educate the planet about the importance of a nutritional supplement program, make some money, and get your products at the wholesale price, too. I also want to encourage you to check out my blog, pharmacistben.com. I've got a post hopefully up today, maybe tomorrow, on bread. Actually, on ingredients in bread. I'm reading an article from foodnavigator.com. This is a food news website. Apparently, the headlines anyway, Global Bread launches a shift away from functional claims. You know that bread manufacturers love making their bread sound like it's healthy. They call it functional bread. They add stuff to the bread to make it functional, or they take stuff out of the bread to make it functional, to make it useful, if you will. Functional foods are supposedly foods that have extra value. They're functional in terms of their use. And there's a category of breads called functional breads, according to this website. website, foodnavigator.com. There's two kinds of functional bread. You got active functional bread, and that's functional bread that has stuff added to it, stuff like DHA, omega-3 fatty acids added to the bread. They also have a passive functional bread. That's bread that has functionality based on stuff that's taken out of the bread. Gluten-free bread is an example of passive bread. Listen, folks, there's no such thing as healthy bread. There's healthier bread, maybe. There's bread that's healthier than crappy bread, but in the long run, you don't need bread. It's not the staff of life. It doesn't serve you well. If you like the taste of bread, that's different, but